Next paragraph continuation. Ashok began. Song after song was uploaded as he peppered them with buns, one-liners, and riddles. He fired good old jokes and regaled them with brand new ones. My father, who served in World War II, was once asked, "Did you ever kill anyone?" And he replied in a soft voice, "Probably I was the cook." "So, Ravikant, I hope the cooks here are under surveillance," Ashok said. Jacob Johnson, an ex-serviceman himself, roared with laughter at that one. So here, the meaning of regaled is to entertain richly, to give pleasure or amusement. To surveillance means a very close watch. Okay, keeping an eye on somebody, very closely watching somebody. All right. So this is the meaning of surveillance. So here, as we know that Mr. Ashok Bhatt, he was a singer, so he started presenting his songs. Okay, he was on the stage and he was presenting songs, and on not only songs but also he was making jokes. He was making other people laugh. Okay, and he was playing with words, and one liners means a good like some good jokes and riddles. Okay, he was giving jokes and he was making jokes, and he was entertaining with brand new ones, not only old jokes but again with new jokes. He was making the people laugh. Now one of his jokes was, "My father, who served in World War II." Now this Ashok's father, who served in World War II, once somebody asked his father, okay, "Did you ever kill anyone?" And his father replied that, and his father, very in a very soft voice, his father replied that, "Probably I was the cook." Okay, so that time when he said that, so Ashok Bhatt, after telling about his father's story, he was just jokingly, okay, it's just a joke that he is trying to make. So jokingly he asked Ravikant, "So Ravikant, I hope that the cooks here in this party tonight, they are also under surveillance." Now you know the meaning of surveillance, right? So as he said that, Ashok, Jacob Johnson, that is the father of Mr. Ravikant, right? So Jacob Johnson, who was he? He was also an ex-serviceman, okay, who was retired from the army. So even his father started laughing, okay, started roaring with laughter in a loud voice. He was laughing, as you can see in the picture. All the while, Ashok kept an eye on the great-grandfather, but the old man was not moved by the humor that had everyone wiping their tears or holding their sights from the act brought by uproarious laughter. "This is such an emotional moment for everyone," he said. "Even the cake is in tears." The children rolled on the floor, laughing. Ashok went on till he was hoarse and furiously funny, but he never moved the old man, never a ghost of a smile, and never a suspicion of moisture in the eyes. He was astonished. Fortunately for Ashok, dinner was ready. So here, now as he was as he was cracking jokes with the, and he was making all the people in the party to laugh, but all the while he was keeping an eye on the great grandfather. Okay, he can, because he could remember the request that was made by the twins, right, to make his grandfather laugh. So as Mr. Ashok Bhatt was making people laugh, but his eyes was on the great grandfather, because the great grandfather, he was, but even though no matter how he was trying to make him laugh, but he was not at all moving. Okay, he was not moving at all by the funny jokes of Mr. Ashok Bhatt. And even though the great grandfather, he was not moving with the jokes, but the rest of the people, everyone present at the party, they were wiping their tears, okay, and holding, they were laughing, and the tears were coming out from their eyes, and some were having ache in their stomach because of too much of laughing. This is such an so that time again, this is such an emotional moment for everyone, Ashok Bhatt said. And else again he added one more joke on top of that, and he said, "Even the cake is in tires." That means even the cake that is here tonight, even it's in tires. Now here the meaning of tires means multiple layer, okay, cake, which consists of layer and layer, one layer, two layer, three layers, which Okay, I think you can understand, right? What I mean to say. So here, even the cake is in tears, and that time when he said about the cake, even the children rolled. They were rolling on the floor. Okay, the children were rolling on the floor, laughing. Ashok went on. Now Ashok, but again he was not stopping. Okay, and he was making jokes on jokes. Okay, till his voice went hoarse and fiercely funny. Now Ashok's voice, as he was making people laugh, even his voice was becoming a little bit rough and also very funny. Okay, with a very funny voice, he was making the jokes. But what happened? He never moved the old man. But the old man, even though no matter how people were laughing, but the old man was immovable. It means the old man, he was not able to make the old man move. Never a ghost of a smile, not even a slightest smile was there on its face, and not even a suspicion of moisture. Means, see, when we laugh too much, we tend to get tears on our eyes. Yes or no? Because of too much of laughing. So there was not even a single tears. The moisture means in no tears in his eyes. He was astounded. So that Mr. Ashok, but he was wondering. Okay, he was shocked and he was surprised why this old man is not even laughing. So when he was astounded, as Ashok Bhatt was wondering why this old man was not laughing, that time, luckily, fortunately, dinner was, what happened? Dinner was announced. Okay, or else see, if dinner was not announced, then Ashok Bhatt have to go on and on to make the old man laugh, right? He was trying to make the old man laugh. So luckily that time the dinner was announced.